Good morning, students. Welcome you all for next generation learning. Today we are going to see the subject physics, class 9, chapter number 8, motion. Topics: measuring the rate of motion, numerical problem answers. The last class I given some numerical problem. First I am going to discuss answer for the numerical problem. Then we will see measuring the rate of motion. The last class we discussed about distance and displacement. So the definition of distance is the actual length of path of length covered by the object is called distance. The displacement is the difference between the final position minus initial position is called displacement. Otherwise, we can call the shortest distance between the final position to initial position is also called displacement. So listen the numerical problem 1. An object moves from point A to point B, P to point C, then back to point B, and then to point C along the line shown in the given figure. So look at this figure. This is a straight line. First an object, there are the 3 point A, B, C. First an object moves from point A to point B. Then B to C. Then back to B. Then to point C. So the first is this, second one, third one, and fourth one. You have to find distance covered by the moving object. In second one, find the magnitude, direction of the displacement of the object. So listen the solution. First we have to calculate distance. So first the object move from A to B. So the first distance is A to B. The next it move from B to C. So B, C. The third it move from C to B. So C to B. The fourth it move from B to C. So A to B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it covered 5 kilometer. And B to C 1, 2, 3, 4. It covered 4. And C to B 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 kilometer. B to C 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, 17 kilometer. So the distance covered by the moving object is 17 kilometer. How to find the displacement of the object? You know that this is the initial position. The final position is C. And see here, this is the initial and this is a final. So the displacement is nothing but final position minus initial position. The final position is a 9 and initial is 0. 9 minus 0, 9 kilometer. So the displacement is 9 kilometer. And you have to say the direction of the displacement. A to C, this is a direction. So the direction is AB direction. The direction of the displacement is the direction of the ray AB. Or you understand how to calculate a distance and a displacement? The next question. An object moves from point A to point C along the rectangular. So an object moves from point A to point B, then C. Find the distance covered by the moving object. You have to calculate the distance. Find the magnitude of the displacement of the object. You have to find the displacement. So the distance A to B and B to C. A to B, see here, this one box is equal to 1 kilometer. So how many box here? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 kilometer. A to B is 5 kilometer. B to C 1, 2, 3. B to C is 3 kilometer. So the total distance is 8 kilometer. How to calculate the displacement? This is the initial position and this is a final position. So the final position minus initial position gives the displacement. So this is the displacement. Otherwise we can say shortest distance between the final position to initial position. So how to calculate the displacement? Using the Pythagoras theorem we can calculate. So this is the displacement, AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. AB you know that 5, so 5 square. BC you know that 3, so 3 square. 5 squared is 25, 3 squared equal to 9. 25 plus 9 equal to 34. So A squared equal to 34, AC equal to root 34, 34 kilometer. So this is the displacement of in this numerical problem. The next one, an object moves from point A to B, B to C to D, and finally A along the circular. So the object move A to B, B to C, C to D and D to A. Find the distance and displacement, magnitude and the direction of the displacement you have to calculate. So here one small box is equal to 1 kilometer. How to calculate the distance? The object moves one complete rotation and therefore the distance d is equal to the circumference, and it is given by this is a circle. So the object cover one complete circle. So the distance is equal to the circumference of the circle. You know the formula of the circumference of the circle equal to 2 pi r. So I written 2 pi r. The pi is, the symbol of pi is this 2 pi r, and the r value, so this is a center point. From this is a r value. How many boxes? 1, 2, 3. So the r value is 3. 2 pi into 3, so 6 pi kilometer. We can substitute the value of pi 3.14. So 6 into 3.14 equal to 18.84 kilometer. So the distance of this object covered by the moving object is 18.84 kilometer. So how to calculate the displacement? The starting position is this and final position also this. So the displacement of this numerical is 0. Initial point A and the final point is A. So no change in position. Hence the magnitude of the displacement equal to 0. Here the initial and final point is same point. So there is no displacement because final position minus initial position equal to 0. The fourth numerical problem. An object moves from A to B, then B to C, then C to D along the circle. Find the distance, displacement, magnitude. So here the object cover 3 by 4th of the circle. So we can take 3 by 4 into 2 pi r. So 3 by 4 if you divide 3 by 4, I got 0.75. So 2 pi. See here, the value of r is a to, this is the origin and this is a. So 1, 2, 3. So r equal to 3. 0.75 into 2 into 3 equal to 4.5 kilometer. If you substitute the value of pi 3.14, we can get 14.13 kilometer. So the distance is 14.13 kilometer or 4.5 pi kilometer. Here the object cover only the 3 by 4. So I taken the circumference equal to 3 by 4 into 2 into pi r. How to calculate the displacement? The initial position is this, final position this. So this is the shortest distance between initial to final. So this is the origin. We know that this is origin and this is A and this is T. So AD squared equal to, using the Pythagoras theorem, AD squared equal to AO square by OD square. The value of AO is 1, 2, 3. So 3 square. OD is 1, 2, 3. 3 square. 3 square plus 3 square. 3 square means 9 and again 3 square 9. So the total value 18. AD squared equal to 18. AD equal to 3 root 2. If you take AD equal to root 18, the root 18 value is 3 root 2. That means AD equal to root 18. If you take root value, it gives 3 root meter, because here the one small square equal to meter, 1 meter. The next one, an object moves along the grid. The point A, B, C, D, E, F. Find the distance and displacement. The each square box is equal to 0.5 kilometer. So the first to travel AB, then BC, then CD, then DE, EF. AB, BC, CD, DE and EF. And AB equal to 3. How? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Totally 6 box. Each box having 0.5 value. So 6 into 0.5, I got a 3. And here 0.5, 0.5. So 1. The next 0.5, 1, 1.5. So 1.5. The next one, only one box, 0.5. The next also 0.5. So the total distance is 6.5 kilometer. How to find the displacement? This is the initial and this is a final. You have to calculate in this way using the Pythagoras theorem. See, this is the displacement. So AF square equal to AH square by FH square. HF square. AH value 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0.4, 4 into 0.5 square. Here 1, 2, 3. 0.5 into 3 whole square. If you square this, you get 4. If you square this, you get 2.25. So when we add up, we got 6.25. So the magnitude of the displacement equal to 2.5 kilometer. If you take AF squared equal to 6.25. AF equal to root of 6.25. When we take the root, you get 2.5 kilometer. I hope you understood how to calculate the distance and the displacement in a rectangular shape, circular shape, or any other shape. The displacement is nothing but the final position minus initial position. Using Pythagoras theorem, we can calculate the displacement, and distance we can calculate it directly from the object covered position. Dear students, you have to check your answers in your notebook. The next today's topic we are going to see measuring the rate of motion. Look at these two images. One is the players are playing a cricket, and another one is the car is moving on the road. This is a signboard. So what this picture shows? See here. In this picture, the bowling speed in kilometer per hour is given. That means 143 kilometer per hour. What is the meaning of these statements? Why they are given this statement here? And the same also, if you take a signboard, they given 50 kilometer per hour or 40 kilometer per hour. For different vehicles, they given different values. So what is the meaning of this value? What what these symbols indicate that? So if the bowling speed is 140 km per hour, it is shown in this image. And what does it mean? What you understand from the signboard? We are going to see answer for these questions. The first one, different object may take different amount of time to cover a given distance. Are you understand this sentence? Different object may take different amount of time to cover a given distance. You take two different objects. One is car and another one is bicycle. These are the two different objects. It take a different amount of time to cover a given distance because the comparing to car, the speed of the cycle is less. So the different object cover a different amount of time to cover a given distance. So some of the object move fast and some of the object move slow. How you can say that this object is moving fast and this object is moving slow? So depending upon the time and the distance, we can say that the object move fast and the object move slow. So one of the way of measuring the rate of motion of object is to find the distance traveled by the object in unit time. So how I can say the object move fast and move slow? Depending upon the distance and time, we can say the object move fast and move slow. The rate is nothing but the meaning of the rate is time. So the ratio of distance traveled by an object and the time taken is called rate of motion. The ratio means you have to divide. What are the two terms you have to divide? Distance traveled by an object and time taken. So the distance by time taken, it gives the rate of motion. The rate of motion is nothing but how the object moves fast and slow. So rate of motion equal to distance by time. The various terms required to measure the rate of motion. One is speed and another one is the velocity and third one is acceleration. The first we are going to see what is meant by speed. Speed of an object is defined as the distance traveled by it in per time. The speed and rate of motion is the same. the speed equal to distance by time. The speed is represented by the small letter v, and the distance is s, and time is t. So we can write v equal to s by t, where v is a speed, s is a distance, and t equal to time. The unit of speed is scalar quantity. The scalar quantity, we know that it has only magnitude. That means 90 kilometer. Here the 90 is a magnitude, kilometer is a unit. So it is a scalar quantity. And the SI unit is meter per second, because the distance is measured by meter and the time is measured by second. So the unit is meter per second. So there are the three physical quantity are present in this equation. One is speed is one of the physical quantity, distance is another physical quantity, time is another physical quantity, because these three physical quantity we can measure. Using the tools we can measure the velocity, distance, and also time. So from this equation we can form the three formulas. You have to write distance, speed, time. If you want to the distance, you have to multiply this distance into speed. If you want to time, the time formula is distance per speed. The speed means distance by time. So from this single formula, we can make the three formula. You have to draw one triangle. You have to draw a triangle. Then you have to write distance, speed, time. If you want to distance, you have to multiply. If you want to time, distance by time. Speed equal to distance by time. This is a easy method to memorization of speed formula. So there are the four type of speed. One is a uniform speed. Listen this definition. A body covers equal distance in equal interval of time, then the speed of the body is said to be uniform speed. So look at this table. This is a time and this is a distance traveled by a object A. See, here a body covers equal distance. 10 to 20 is a 10 distance. 20 to 30 is a 10 distance. 30 to 40 is 10 distance. And look at the time. 9:30 to 9:45, 15 minutes. 9:45 to 10, 15 minutes. So here the object A cover equal distance in equal interval of time. When the body covers equal distance in equal interval of time, then the speed of the body is said to be uniform. So here I proved that distance. First I take the distance 20 and 20 minus 10, 10 meter. The time in a 20 kilometer 9:45 and 10 kilometer 9:30. If I minus this time, I got 15 minutes. So here I have to convert the unit from minute to second, because the SI unit of time is second. So 15 into 60, 900 second. Now I calculate the speed. You know the formula of the speed. Speed equal to distance by time. The value of distance 10. The value of time 900 second. So if I divide 10 by 900, I got 1 by 19. Again I will divide 0.01 meter per second. So the speed is 0.01 second. Here I took only these two values. If you took these two or these two, you can get the same value for all others. So from this we can say that a body covers equal distance, equal interval of time, then the speed of the body is said to be uniform. That means the same speed we can get for all other values also. 0.01 meter for this case and this case. So the speed is uniform speed. The next one, non-uniform speed. A body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time, then the speed of the body is said to be non-uniform speed. And see the object B. First it covers 12, second it covers 19. So the difference is 7. Then third one it covered 27. So the difference is 23 minus 19, 4. And 35 minus 23, 12. So here the distance is unequal, but the time is equal. So when the object body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time, how I am saying that equal interval? 9:30 to 9:45, 15 minutes. 9:45 to 10, 15 minutes. So equal interval of time. Then the speed of the body, if you calculate the speed of the body, that speed is non-uniform speed. Listen this problem. The first I took 19 and 19 minus 12. So 19 minus 12 I got 7. And time for 19 is 9:45 and time for 12 is 9:30. So 15 minutes. Here I converted 15 into 60 equal to 900 second. I calculated the speed. Speed equal to distance by time. This distance equal to 7. Time is 900. If I divide 7 by 900, I got 0.007 meter per second. So the speed of these two is 0.007 meter per second. If I calculate this, I get a different value. If I calculate between these two values, I get a different value. So the speed of the object is not uniform when the object cover unequal distance in equal interval of time. The next one, average speed. What is meant by average speed? It is defined as the ratio of the total distance traveled by a body to the total time taken. So how to calculate the average speed means when the object cover unequal distance in unequal distance in equal interval of time, we can calculate average speed. So we cannot calculate for this object because this object cover equal distance in equal interval of time. We can calculate average speed only for unequal distance and equal interval of time. So average speed equal to total distance traveled by total time. We have to divide total distance by total time. So here we can cancel this. We have to calculate the average speed only for the B object because it is covered only unequal distance in equal interval of time. So the total distance is 44 and the initial is 12. 44 minus 12, 32. The total time 11 and 9:30. So 1 hour 30 minutes. If I converted into second, 1 hour 30 minutes is equal to 19 minutes. So 19 into the 60 equal to 5400 second. So average speed equal to total distance by time. The total distance is 32. The total time is 5400 second. So when I divide 32 by 5400, I got 0.0064 meter per second. So the average speed of this object is 0.0064 meter per second. That means in 1 second, the object cover 0.0064 meter. The next one, instantaneous speed. So uniform speed we learn that, non-uniform speed we learn that, average speed we learn that. So what is meant by instantaneous speed? Instantaneous speed is nothing but a speed of object at any particular instant of time is called instantaneous speed. If I asked at 10:40 am what is the speed of the object A? The speed of the object is 60 and object B that is 41. So the speed of an object at any particular instant of time is called instantaneous speed. Example, at a time 10 a.m. the speed of the vehicle is, at a time 10 a.m. the speed of the vehicle is 30 for object A and 23 for object B. Dear students, I hope you understood what is meant by speed and what is meant by uniform speed, non-uniform speed and average speed and instantaneous speed. When we have to calculate average speed, when the object cover unequal distance and equal interval of time, we can calculate the average speed. So look at this example. A man walked 20 km in 4 hours. Find his speed. Distance covered 20 km, time taken 4 hours. We know the speed formula, speed equal to distance by time. 20 by 4 km per hour. If you divide 20 by 4, I got 5. So the object cover 5 km in 1 hour. So it cover 5 km in 1 hour. In 4 hours, it covers 20 km. So today we have learnt what is meant by the rate of motion, speed and types of speed, and I discussed the numerical problem answers. You have to copy this numerical problem answers in your notebook, and thank you for watching. The next class we will see what is meant by velocity and acceleration.